You contract with your older sister where you agree to clean her room for 30 bucks. Then you get clever and you hire your younger brother to do the same job for 15. But what happens if your younger brother flakes? Who can your sister sue? Hi, I'm Michael Dorff, and I'm the Executive Director of the Lowell Milken Institute for Business Law and Policy here at UCLA School of Law. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to explain assignment of rights, delegation of duties, and what happens when each of those things takes place. First, we have to distinguish between assignment and delegation. An assignment of rights is like passing a basketball. Once you pass a basketball, you no longer have the basketball. The basketball is in the hands of somebody else. Similarly, when you assign a right, that right then belongs to the person you assigned it to. You no longer have that right. So if the landlord assigned your right to rent payments, the landlord would no longer have a right to demand that you pay the landlord rent. Delegation is different. Delegation is of a duty owed under the contract. Delegation is usually also permitted unless prohibited under the contract, or if it's a personal services contract and the person who's supposed to perform the duty is uniquely talented or skilled. For example, you have a contract to paint a house. The painter then delegates the duty to paint the house to somebody else, totally fine, assuming that the new painter is reasonably skilled, commercially skilled. You would have to accept performance by the new painter. However, delegating a duty is not like passing a basketball. Delegating a duty is more like sharing a cold with someone else, where both of you now have the cold. You don't get any less sick just because somebody else is sick too. So when you delegate a duty, both the original holder of the duty and the person to whom the duty is delegated both owe that duty. They're both responsible to the other contracting party. So in my painting example, both the original painter and the new painter would be liable if the house does not get painted adequately. Now, what about that special services exceptions? Well, imagine that LeBron James tries to delegate his duty to play basketball for the Lakers to me. The Lakers are free to refuse my services and demand that LeBron perform because LeBron's services are unique. It's a personal services contract, and he is uniquely skilled in a way that I probably am not. At least that's what the Lakers think. Little do they know, I've got a wicked three-pointer and they should have let me play. To sum up, contractual rights and duties can usually be transferred subject to some exceptions. When you transfer a right, it belongs to the new person and the old person loses that right. When you transfer a duty, both the original duty holder and the new duty holder both owe that duty. Did you ever trust anybody too much to do your part of a group assignment? Comment below and follow for contract law that actually makes sense.